Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I'd like to talk about how I created my own limited company in the UK, which I used to run my print-on-demand business. This video is interesting for everybody who wants to form a limited company in the UK for whatever purpose, and specifically also for the subscribers of this channel who are interested in print-on-demand and who might struggle to get an Amazon merch account under your private name. Some people think you can't get an Amazon merch account if you live in certain countries. Now, I have no idea if that's true, but one possibility certainly is to create a limited company in the UK, because then you can use that limited company, which is located and registered in the UK, to apply for an Amazon merch account. It might be worth a try. I will not recommend it, just purely because I don't want to be held accountable if it doesn't work. Creating a company in the UK is not expensive. I think it costs you around £20, which is like $30. If it doesn't work, if the registration with Amazon merch doesn't work, then in the worst case, you've probably wasted that money, and then you can close the company again. So if you're here for that, and if it might be an opportunity for you, then you should really be into it. You should really be convinced that you want to try it. Because if you create that company, you also probably need a mobile phone number then for Amazon. So you just want to make sure that you get that as well. And again, that doesn't really cost a lot to create in the UK. But this really here is only about creating a limited company, which might be the first step. But as I said, this is not only for print-on-demand viewers. This is for everybody who's interested in creating a limited company. It's very easy, doesn't cost a lot of time. And this video is not about the pros and cons of creating a company. This is about how you can do it. And as I said, I do this on this channel here because first of all, it was requested by one of my viewers, someone who watched a video and asked about, is that an option? Can you please create a video on how to create a limited company in the UK for like £20? Yes, I'm doing that now. Won't make it very complicated. I will go through how it works. So the company that I used to create my own limited company in the UK is RegisteredAddress. So you can obviously go directly to the, let's say, the government body, or it's called Companies House in the UK, and then register your limited company there directly with them. But you could also go to a service company like RegisteredAddress. The advantage of this is that you can, you don't need to, well, you get their address as well, which is good, because if you just went, if you don't live in the UK and you create a limited company, then your private address would always be on the register if you go directly to Companies House. But if you go through a service provider like RegisteredAddress, you can basically use their address and give Companies House their address, because you're sort of renting their address. So it's like an office address, which is quite cool. So yeah, I recommend that. I also went with them because it's more user-friendly and you have their support and stuff like that. So first of all, you come to that RegisteredAddress website. First of all, you can have a look at the fees for the services that they offer. Is a registered address, which you just definitely need to create a company, because you don't want your private address on the register, because it would always be on that register. So get that registered address. You're basically renting their office address for that, which is cool. Director's address. This means if you get any if you get any letters, they will also forward these letters to you, for free. And then the business address, which I just talked about, is what you need. They also have other stuff here, but yeah, what you're probably here for is a company formation. That's what you need to do. Company formation, incorporate a new UK limited company within 24 hours, and that's pretty cool. You need to do that. So it costs you £20 plus VAT, which is 20%. So it's like £22 to create a UK company. So, and this can be running in 24 hours. For me personally, it also took only 24 hours. It was pretty cool. I did it on the weekend. So what you then do, you click on register now. You create a new account. You select a registration path. So you want to form a company. And then you can search for the company name that you want to go with. So for test purposes, I typed in here cool 12345, whatever, it can be anything. There's some guidance here on how you can choose your company name and how long does it take to form a company, but they normally say it's 24 to 48 hours. But here you already select your company name. So that can be anything really. And if you type in here cool, and the system will check if that's still available, but no, it's not. So you have to select a new name. When you then click on next, then you will go through the registration process. And I can't show you that in detail because then you need to send them your ID, but it's not very complicated. All you need to do is basically, give them some information about yourself. And also you may have to register or basically rent one of their addresses, because if you don't live in the UK, then you have to rent their service address, because the company's house needs a address in the UK to send letters to and so on. Then you go through the process, and then your company will hopefully be set up. It is really very straightforward. I can recommend this company, RegisteredAddress. They helped me a lot, and it was very easy to do. Now, that's pretty much actually is. I mean, what you then need to know if you're here for Amazon merch reasons, for example, and for example, Amazon merch will not accept your application for whatever reason, then you can just close the company again. It might cost a very small fee, but if you don't actually use the company, then it will count as a dormant company. And if you just let it run, it will still cost you an now I don't have any internet. It will cost you an annual fee, something like £98 per year. I mean, which isn't massive, but you obviously have to do your company accounts once per year. If you do the company accounts with these guys, and they offer that as well, and I did that, the company's accounts, this is what they charge you to do the, and I just need to find it actually, services. But yeah, they do your accounts, so they basically do all the profit and loss stuff. Oh, it was down there, I think. And they submit that to the UK tax authorities, and yeah, they can do that here, file company accounts. Now, if the company is dormant, that is, you don't trade, it costs you £95, and that's once per year. But if you're actually trading and you're a startup company, it costs you $595. Now that sounds a lot. Everybody needs to decide, is that, it doesn't make sense or not. You can always use another company for that. But of course, a limited company, like, for your private tax purposes, you probably need to do something like a tax return every year. So that is the same for a company. They say with them it costs $595, which is, not cheap. But you can always use another company for that if you want to, or your own accountant, whatever. But it would just be easier to use them. So this is obviously, if you're just here for creating this company to do Amazon merch, you don't need to do any of that, I think, because if you don't get the account, if you get the account, then hopefully at a certain point you will make enough profit to do that. But everybody needs to decide for themselves if it's worth it, really. I do it because I have all my print-on-demand profits run through the UK limited company. And if you're not into print-on-demand because you're just here to create a company, well, this is how you do it. It's very straightforward, honestly. So they can do the accounts for you. And then if you are really growing, it will cost you a bit more, depending on your profit here. And the first one here is if you make less than £25,000 per year, which is probably the case in the beginning anyway. And then later, you pay more depending on how much you're actually making per year. And yeah, you can choose one of their addresses here. They've got different addresses, and they charge for them in different ways, but they're also the cheapest one, I think, here, budget. I don't know what they charge for that. £75 for 1 year. So, I mean, you probably need that. I think you can do it per month as well. But you will definitely need it for the first month to be able to give the company's house an address. But that will all happen in the process when you set up the company with them here. They will ask you which address you want to choose, and then you have to select one of them. So, as I said, if you're here just for Amazon merch, and if it doesn't work, then you can just close the account, the company, and they can do that for you as well. But it is at least a possibility, if you're really desperate for an Amazon merch account, you can do it that way. I've heard as well there's a possibility to buy an Amazon merch account on Fiverr for like $75. I have no idea if that is a good idea or not. I mean, in the worst case there, if it doesn't work, then as well, you spend $75. And yeah, I have no idea how that actually works. But yeah, hopefully this video was useful. As I said, I did this video because it was requested. Next video will be about print on demand again. I think tomorrow I'll do the Zazzle upload tutorial, so you can look forward to that. And then, yeah, hopefully you liked the video. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.